Hey, let's talk about the study guide. So hopefully at this point in time you had a chance to do it in class. So hopefully this will be just a review to check your answers. So the first question, when x equals 4 and y equals 2, by how much does the value of 5x squared minus 2y exceed the value of 5x squared minus 2y squared? So I'm going to plug this into both. So if I plug in 5 times 4 squared minus 2 times 2, I get 5 times 16 minus 4, or 80 minus 4, which is 76. Right, that 8 is funky. All right, let's try this other one. If I plug in 5 times 4 squared minus 2 times 2 squared. So this is that same 80 from the other problem. Minus 2 squared is 4. I'm going to come up here. 80 minus 8 gives me 72. Okay, so the question though is by how much does it exceed? So how much does 76 exceed 2? 72, sorry. So exceeds by 4. All right, here we go. Evaluate the expression 20 minus x when x equals 6. 20 minus 6 gives me 14. M plus 16 when m equals 13. So 13 plus 16 gives me 29. And then 20 over b, so 20 over negative 5 is negative 4. Cool beans? All right, let's keep rolling. This will be a quick video if we keep rolling this fast. Evaluate expression when y equals 5. So 3 plus 5 squared. 5 squared is 25. So 3 plus 25 is 28. Evaluate the expression when c equals 2. So 7 times 2 plus 3 over 2. So we were going to do multiplication first. So 7 times 2 is 14 plus 3 over 2. 14 plus 3 is 17 over 2. That really can't reduce. So 17 over 2, or 8.5. All right, what about number 6? Plugging in for k. So 5 times 3 over 3 plus 2. 5 times 3 is 15 over 3 plus 2, which is 5. And 5 divided by 15 is 3. All right, translate the verbal phrase into an expression. The difference of 9, oh my, 9 and the number n. The quotient of the number y and 22. 18 less than a number c. And the sum of 2 and the square of a number r. All right, you are making candles for your friends. A mold for your candles costs $22.50, and wax to make one candle costs $5. Write an algebraic expression for the total cost of making X candles. So our flat rate is $22.50. And then to that, we are going to add $5 per candle. Remember, per usually means multiply. So we are making 8 candles, so we're just going to plug 8 in for X. So $22.50 plus 5 times 8 equals $62.50. All right, number 12. You are getting ready to make a 640-mile car trip. In general, your car can drive 160 miles on 5 gallons of gasoline. How many gallons will you use for the trip? All right, so let's see if we can find our unit rate. So we can say 160 miles per 5 gallons. When you divide, you get 32 miles per 1 gallon, which really isn't too terrible these days. Side note, my car gets 44 miles to the gallon, and that is pretty cool. Maybe I'll make that a bonus question on the quiz. How many miles per gallon does Miss Nizzy's car get? You'll only know if you watch the video. So, if you watch this video, don't tell anybody else. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take the 32 miles per gallon, and we want to know 32. I'm going to come down here, I think. 32 miles per gallon times how many gallons will get me 640 miles. So we could sit here and guess numbers, but that wouldn't be super fun. So what I would probably do is, I'm out of room. Let's come down here. 32 times X equals 640. Let's come down here. 32 times X equals 640. So we can divide by 32 on both sides, and we get 20 gallons. I feel like that's more than an average tank can hold. So I want to put 20 gallons with an arrow down at the bottom. Okay. You started out with 4 gallons of gasoline in your car, and gasoline is $2.29 per gallon. How much money will you spend on gasoline on this trip? So we start with 4, and gas is $2.29 times the number of gallons. So the question is, how many gallons are we going to need? Well, we said 20, and we don't need 20 because we already had 4. So I'm going to have 4 plus 229 times, we're going to have 20 take away 4, which is 16. So 229 times 16 is 3664. We're going to add 4 because that's the number of gallons we already had. pause. We don't need to add the 4 because we don't need to spend money on it, right? Right. Or try again. So let's do it this way. 20 minus 4, and then we're going to multiply that by 229. Yep, I like that better. So 20 minus 4 is 16 times 229. That's going to give us our answer. 16 times 229. 36.64. $36.64. I'm sorry, friends, if I confused you. So just to recap, we started out with 4 gallons. We know we need 20 for our trip. So we're at 20 total for our trip. Take away 4 we already have. And then that leaves us with 16. And 16 gallons times the price, $2.29, gives us $36.64. Okay, so let's look at these expressions. So we are going to solve in here first. 12 minus 3 is 9. So I have 10 plus 9 squared. Now I'm going to square my 9, which is 81. So 10 plus 81, which is 91. All right, looking at expression 2. Oh, we got to write down here. I was like, I don't remember doing this. Okay, expression 1, we did step 1, we did parentheses. And inside the parentheses, we did 12 minus 3 equals 9. Step 2, we did the exponents. And in the exponents, we did 9 squared, which is 81. And then we added 10 plus 81, which equals 91. Okay, so for expression 2, you have to remember that fraction bars kind of act like mock parentheses. You can't split apart things like if they have a plus sign. So in the top, what we're going to do first is we're going to multiply, and we're going to multiply 4 times 2, and we're going to get 8. Then we're going to add 6 plus 8, and we're going to get 14. Then we are going to divide, and we're going to get 14 divided by 2, which is 7. And then we are going to add again 7 plus 10, and we're going to get 17. All right, last one, which I think this is kind of fun because it's like a puzzle. Add parentheses to expression 2 so that it equals 20. So how I kind of thought about this was we already had this plus 10. So somehow I needed to get this guy to equal 10. So I was thinking, well, something divided by 2 and I want it to equal 10. So 20 divided by 2 gives me 10. So how can I get the top to equal 20? And the way to do that would be to 6 and 4 gives you 10, and then multiply that by 2. So here, again with the weird lines. Let's try again. All right, here would look something like this. 6 plus 4 times 2 over 2 plus 10. All right, have a great day.